ever sat in silence and realized that the world looks at you differently? People see a wall. They see someone who doesn't fit into their loud, colorful, and carefree world. They call me difficult, cold, or distant. They wonder why I don't laugh at the same jokes, or why I can sit in a room full of people and still feel like I'm on a different planet. If you've lived a life of constant sunshine, my silence will always look like a storm to you. But what if I told you, my silence isn't a choice, it's a survival? Most people aren't ready for the truth behind why I am the way I am. They're only ready for the version of me that makes them feel comfortable. There are two types of people in this world. There are those who were taught that the world is a playground, a place of safety, warmth, and easy love. They grew up believing that if they fell, someone would always be there to catch them. And then there are people like me. We weren't taught to play, we were taught to scan the room for exits. We weren't given a foundation of gold, we were given a pile of broken pieces and told to build a home. You see me as introverted, but I see myself as guarded. You see me as overthinking, but I see it as predicting the next blow. When you've lived through house fires, you don't just relax when you see a spark. You react. And because you've never smelt the smoke, you think I'm the one who's broken. Every habit I have, the way I choose my words carefully, the way I need my space, the way I struggle to trust, each one is a scar with a long, painful story. I didn't wake up one day and decide to be strange. Life carved me into this shape. I had to become the person who could survive the nights you never had to endure. I had to fix relationships that weren't mine to break. I had to carry burdens that were too heavy for a child, or even an adult, to hold. The hardest part isn't the pain I went through, it's the loneliness of being judged by people who are using a map of a city I've never even visited. They judge my present without ever knowing my past. They ask me why I'm so different, but they never ask what it cost me to stay sane. I wish I could explain that my distance isn't arrogance. It's a boundary I built after being crossed too many times. My silence isn't rudeness. It's peace I had to fight for in the middle of a war. When you've walked through fire, you don't come out the same person. You come out changed. You come out with a different frequency. How do you ask a tree that survived 1,000 storms to pretend it never lost its leaves? You can't. You just have to accept its shape. To the people who haven't seen the struggle, stop trying to fix a soul you haven't walked beside. Stop calling us weird because we don't vibrate at your frequency. We have survived things that would have broken your world. If you are like me, if you feel like an alien in a world of normal people, listen to me closely. You are not broken. You are a masterpiece of survival. Your scars are your medals of honor. And to everyone else, instead of judging, try listening. Behind every strange behavior is a heart that refused to give up. I am the way I am because I had to be. It took me a long time to realize that I don't owe anyone an explanation for my survival. My story is mine. My peace is mine. And finally, that is enough. Be patient with the souls you don't understand. And more importantly, be patient with yourself. You've come a long way. This is Tearbound Films. Thanks for walking with me.